In a leaked letter dated April 29, 2013, General David Sejusa, formerly General Tinyefunze, made alarming claims regarding President Yoweri Museveni's intentions for his son, Brigadier Muhoozi Kainerugaba. Then, he stated there's a plan to have Muhoozi succeed his father as president. Those opposed to this plan are being targeted for assassination. This statement highlighted Sejusa's concerns about what he termed as the Muhoozi project, suggesting that internal dissent within the military and government was being met with extreme measures. More than a decade later, the prophecy articulated by Sejusa seems to be materializing. The current political landscape is increasingly characterized by discussions of Muhoozi's potential presidential ambitions, with many observers noting that the groundwork for a dynastic succession may indeed be in motion. Observers note that he has been positioned as a potential successor, with many analysts speculating that Museveni may be grooming him for leadership.
Museveni is preparing his son to use the army as a pathway to power. So not the army. This is not scheme of the army. No, it is just President Yoweri Museveni and his family.
Charles Romushana, a political commentator, notes that the signs are evident that Muhoozi is being prepared for future leadership role. His visibility and involvement in national matters cannot be overlooked.
It's practically impossible to have a transition now from military to civilian control. Even if you were to do an uprising and destroy this military, still the transition after the collapse of Museveni will be through military.
In a country grappling with the question of succession, the recent revelations about military involvement in politics have sparked intense debate. The normalization of military figures in key government roles further complicates this narrative.
What we are witnessing currently in Uganda is when, in some spaces, is where the military has come to swallow, engulf and take over fully, displacing the civilian players within. That is a wrong model.
It is a normalization of an absurdity. The moment we allowed, one, we entered the multi-party dispensation and allowed the army to stay in parliament, we created the first loophole. And that decision we reviewed every year, every 5 years, by the way. A motion is brought to review affirmative action and that of the what? Of the EPDF. We normally pass it without debate. It's one thing that the speakers of parliament hardly want a debate to ensue about that topic.
According to scholars, the deployment of military leaders into government roles reflects a growing trend of militarization within Uganda's political landscape.